Have you ever felt lost, anxious, stressed, or just plain unhappy? Like no matter what you try, something still feels off inside. You're not alone. But here's something that might change everything for you. Neville Goddard taught one of the most powerful truths ever shared. Your consciousness is the only reality. That means when you say, I am anxious or I am stressed, you're not just describing how you feel, you're actually giving life to that state. You're saying yes to it with your imagination. But here's the great news. You also have the power to move out of any state. Anxiety, stress, confusion, by choosing a new one. Not by fighting the old state, but by simply assuming the new one. Let me break it down. Imagine that inside you there are infinite doors. Behind each one is a different version of reality. One leads to peace, another to clarity, another to joy. You don't have to earn the key. You already have it. Your imagination is that key. So when you're feeling lost, don't try to fix it. Instead, imagine what it would feel like to be found, to have clarity, to be at ease. It might sound too simple, but that's the beauty of it. Creation is simple. It happens in stillness, in silence, in imagination. Here's a simple practice. At night before you sleep, assume the feeling of peace. Don't just think about peace, feel it. Imagine yourself waking up refreshed, centered, and clear. Feel how different that would be. Now fall asleep in that feeling. This is what Neville called the state of the wish fulfilled. You live from the end, not toward it. You stop chasing peace and instead live as someone who already has it. You see, we don't manifest what we want. We manifest what we are. So if you stay in the state of peace, life begins to reflect it back to you. That's the law of consciousness. And here's something really important. You don't need to understand how things will change. Your job is not to figure it out. Your job is to remain faithful to the feeling of your new state. Let the world catch up. That's what walk by faith, not by sight, really means. Don't let your senses pull you back into old patterns. Stay loyal to your assumption. Neville also shared a technique called revision. At the end of your day, mentally rewrite anything that didn't go how you wanted. If you had an anxious moment, imagine that same scene with you feeling calm and in control. This isn't fantasy, it's reprogramming your consciousness. The more you practice living from peace, joy, or confidence, whatever your desired state is, the more natural it becomes. It starts to feel like home. But here's another truth. Silence is powerful. Talking about your desires, your plans, or your progress can actually weaken them. When you share your intentions too soon, you let the energy out. Instead, hold your desires in sacred silence. Like a seed growing underground, don't dig it up every day to check on it. Protect it. Let it grow in the dark. Spend time each day in what Neville called the silent hour. Sit still, quiet your mind, and rest in the feeling that your desire is already fulfilled. No affirmations, no questions, just knowing. And when doubt creeps in, because it will, gently return to that state of knowing. You don't need to fight doubt. You just need to shift back into the feeling of your desired outcome. You're not pretending. You're not being delusional. You're choosing to live from your higher truth. Another technique Neville taught is called, I remember when. Imagine you're already living your dream. From that perspective, look back and say, I remember when I used to feel so anxious. Or, I remember when I didn't know what to do. That little shift helps reframe your experience and place you in the energy of the solution, not the problem. Neville said, we are not victims of our world. We are the creators of it. Our outer world is simply our inner state made visible. So if you want to change the outside, you don't need to chase solutions. Just change your inner state. And maybe you're wondering, but what if I mess up? What if I can't stay in the right state all the time? That's okay. It's not about being perfect. It's about gently returning again and again to the state you want to live in. Every moment is a new chance to choose differently. And remember, even when it feels like nothing is changing, even when the world looks the same, trust the unseen. The shift has already started within you. The results will come. Just stay with the feeling. When you act from the state of peace, you begin to notice new opportunities. Life begins to flow more easily. You stop reacting and start creating. Your job isn't to hustle your way to peace, it's to embody it. So tonight, when your head hits the pillow, make a choice. Don't fall asleep worrying. Fall asleep in the feeling of peace, of clarity, of joy. And tomorrow, choose it again. Speak less. Imagine more. Live from the end. And watch your world change. If this message touched something in you today, let it settle in your heart. And if you want more teachings like this to help you reconnect with your power,